You are listening to the BU Podcast with Michael Arrington. We discuss social justice, childhood trauma, current events, hip-hop, and so much more. Now, here's your host, Michael Arrington.
Yo, what's good? It's your man, Mike Arrington, BU Podcast, doing another hot take. Really just want to kind of share a story. So, back on December 30th, 2004, that date will forever be etched in my brain. I was like absolutely at my lowest point that I think I'd ever been. I was about to get evicted from my apartment. I had too much pride to ask for help, too broke to help myself. Everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. I was lost, man. I was depressed. I was desperate. I was stealing food out of grocery stores to eat. In the midst of that despair, though, I had an epiphany and came to a decision. I made a decision, and I had to start changing the way that I thought, start changing the way that I spoke. I changed my energy. I was like that rock bottom, though, you know. But at that point, it was like I had nobody and nothing left. So I got reacquainted with myself. And it changed the trajectory of my life at that time. Like, I've been ascending upwards ever since. Like, some people that are still with me, they see the growth. Others didn't make the journey with me. Some have gone, some have come back just to leave again. Others stayed with me. My wife has been my co-pilot. She was kind of part of that 5-year plan that I created that New Year's going into 2005. Although I didn't meet my wife until 2009, she was what I needed. You know, I say that to say this, though. Be careful what you put out in the universe. It will conspire to give you exactly what you asked for. Everything I have accomplished since that day has been what I asked for. It wasn't always pretty. It wasn't always easy. It wasn't always what I wanted or when I wanted it. And it didn't always come in the package that I thought it would come in. But now as I kind of embark on this new journey of my life, I look forward to setting new goals and crushing them. And I look forward to the things that I will do and the lives that I will affect in the future. So with that being said, be careful of what you put in the universe. It definitely will conspire with you or against you, depending on what that something is, right? And so I don't say that as a humble brag. I don't say that as a form of, oh, look what I've done, anything like that. But I'm around kids every day, and this is probably one of the most hopeless generations that I've ever been around. And I've been around kids since 1996. So it's fascinating to me to see how hopeless these children are, and they have so much access to so much, and they have no idea how to tap into it. And a lot of that is our fault, in our being, people that are older than them, not allowing them to be their true self and tap into these things. We're so worried about things of the past and what people say and what we expect, and our expectations are limited because it's based off of some old ideology of what you should be in society. So it's important that we cultivate positive energy with kids, and you love them, man. In my experience in dealing with kids, almost 30 years of dealing with children, what I've come to the conclusion is that when you love them, they do better. When you love yourself, you do better. So we need to do better. I look at kind of where I'm at, right, and how it started, since that's a thing on social media. You know how it started and how it's going. This started back in 2004 or 2005 rather, and that was a smooth 17 years ago. And in that time, I've been able to do some amazing things. Um, First off, gotten married, gotten two beautiful children who are the apple of my eye and my pride and joy. They have held me to a standard of being better to myself and being better for them and being the kind of role model that I wish I had when I was their age, right? And um, it's important that I kind of share this story because, like I said, I deal with a lot of children who are in a space of uncertainty about their future, uncertainty about what their life could be like, would be like in the future. And I want to let them know and let people know, parents, adults, uncles, nephews, fathers, sons, mothers, daughters, that you can overcome some of the pitfalls that happen in this thing called life. It's apparent that you believe in yourself. It's apparent. One thing that I've always, even throughout the bouts of depression and bouts of uncertainty and frustration and worry and grief, loss, pain, there was always this belief that I can be great. Even as a child, I had a belief that I could be great. And I've always remembered that in times of uncertainty is that I'm great. I'm not just ordinary. I'm extraordinary or extraordinary. And it's important to have that belief because it hasn't always been easy, right? I've been homeless because of that, some mistakes that I made and trying to live a faster, better life before it was really my time and trying to force the energy to go in my direction and not allowing it to come to me. I made some grave mistakes, that put my life in danger, put my loved ones' lives in danger, all because of this level of selfishness of wanting to make it and wanting to be rich and famous and all that. And I come to the realization is that's not really what I want. It's not bad to have financial security, but you can't cut corners to get there. You just got to put in the work. And so at 40, I decided to go back to school. And from that, I was able to, I literally started from scratch. You know what I'm saying? And so from that, bachelor's, master's, and now working on my doctorate, for the kids that I work with, they tell me I'm an inspiration to them. And so if I can help motivate people to become better, then I can be that change agent that I always wanted to be. So, like I said, you have to be mindful of the energy that you put into the universe. It will definitely conspire against you or with you. It really depends on what you put out there. So, that said, be you. Be you podcast. Mike Harrington. Hot take. Easy.
You are listening to the Be You podcast with Michael Arrington.